here, and Miss Lucy, and I have a great one for you guys today. This one's eating cat food. She's so bad. We have a little squatter cat here, and they put out the little food dish for her, and Miss Lucy seems to like cat food. Oh my gosh. But today's topic is see the USA on 25 or maybe 35 bucks a day. And I had a little bit of a disagreement with someone about 30 years ago. And my thing was that you can live in your car, truck, SUV, or van and live quite cheaply. And he was like, oh no, it would cost at least $200 a day. Well, yeah, it does cost like $200 a day. If your dream life is scuba diving down in the Bahamas and Disneyland, I'm sure this is all much more than that. But go into my playlist, Out and About, and you will see all my days to where I spend less than $25 a day, but I'm going to back it up, okay? So, one of people's biggest expenses is medical, and I get that. I get that. In this country, our medical is all messed up. Some people on a disability get free medical, then there's Part A, Part B. So, trust me, I'm not a doctor, and I can't tell you what to do, but I'm going to tell you what I have done, and maybe it'll help. What? She wants to wolf. All right, so I get free medical because I'm a disabled veteran. And if you're a veteran, the VA hospital does offer, if you have money, cheaper medical insurance. So that's one thing to look into. Then in this country, we have this law. It's called EMTALA. EMTALA. I've heard this used over and over again. And it's the Emergency Medical Treatment and Labor Act. So EMTALA. So please look that up and see if that can apply to you. A lot of people go to Mexico for dental and medical stuff, cheap pill refills, and I've been to Mexico a few times. The first time I went was maybe 7 or 8 years ago, and that was with my friend Bob, and you know, I was amazed. The medical down there was so much better than the medical in our country. And then a couple of years ago, okay, Bob and I went down through Yuma, we went to Algodones, and then I took my mom about 5 years ago, and she was in Palm Springs, so we went to Calexico and went into Mexicali. Now, Mexicali is not as nice as Algodones for medical, but it was really good. And she went shopping, and the prices there were very reasonable. She wanted her pills refilled, and it was like $5. It was dirt cheap. Again, with the pandemic going on, I don't know really what's happening because I haven't been to Mexico, but I'm just giving you guys alternatives, and this isn't going to last forever, I hope. All right. Again, I'm not a doctor, not giving out medical advice, and remember, I am a psychiatric patient, so ooh! But I'm just trying to give you ideas, because if you can get your medical going, that would be really, really good. So, could I live on $25 a day? $25 a day for me is roughing it, but I'm going to tell you what my bills are, and my bills are pretty cheap. All right, so as you all know, my van is paid off. Why? Because I sat on a mountaintop for like 6 months and saved every dime I had, and then I had my Toyota Prius to trade it in. I think I only had to come up with maybe $10,000. So, you know, and I'm not paying rent. And, you know, I cooked every meal up there. I didn't move. You know, I spent barely any money for gas. And when my birthday came around last year, I bought me this van. And it's been a great investment. It comes with, I bought the extra warranty. That's why it was so much money. And, you know, if it breaks down in 5 years, I don't have to worry about anything. I think I got 4 years left on that warranty. So, yay. But, yeah, maintenance on an older vehicle can get very expensive. I also have a good video under the playlist Out and About. It's called It's Free. And I go through everything that I get for free. That's a good video. You know, I just took my little sister to Atlantic City, and in the It's Free video explains how I do this. So I do stealth camp down in Atlantic City. I have stayed at the Borgata and the Taj Mahal, which is now the Hard Rock. But yesterday, my sister and I, we had drinks at the bar, free. I had a meal. Oh, it was a good Mexican food restaurant, and I'll put up pictures, free. And went gambling, got $10 in free cash, another $25 food credit from the Borgata. So basically the whole day, I think I did pay for her lo mein, and that was $7, but we were celebrating, and yeah, I spent $7 yesterday. I did gamble the $10, and I won $10, so I was happy with that. So did I really even spend any money? I don't think. Oh, one casino took my 10. Okay, so I'm out $10 from yesterday. Anyhow, it explains how I do all that in It's Free, and it's under the playlist Out and About. All right, so I do have hard bills every month. I have to pay my car insurance. I pay that off every year, and I get a discount doing that, and that's about $100 a month. Cell phone, for me, it's $3 a day, and it's the cheapest entertainment available. It's my GPS. It's the way I communicate with people. So $100 a month, it's so worth it. And I get to keep in touch with you guys. I do pay for Planet Fitness, and that's $22 a month because I do like taking showers. And the rest are basically, a lot of my viewers aren't members of Thousand Trails. And, you know, that saves me a lot of money. I mean, I pay about $42 a month. And, you know, I can camp for free on their properties. I think they have 200 properties throughout the United States, and stay for a week because I'm tent camping. And they don't charge me anything extra for that. And I do have my storage unit, but once a year I do my craft fair, and it pays for itself. You know, I don't include that in my bills because, like I said, it pays for itself. But, you know, what am I going to do with all my earrings that I make? I love making earrings. So, all right. Now then, those are my hard expenses. Everything else is flexible. How much gasoline I spend, we're going to talk about that next. Most people don't choose to live on the West Coast. Here comes the sun. Most people don't choose to live on the West Coast. I do, and every year, except for last year, I come to the East Coast. So I put a lot more miles on my vehicle. I average about 2,000 miles a month. Like to come across the USA, it was 2,700 miles, and I did that in 1 month. And this past month, I don't think I put 100 miles on my van. You know, honestly, I'm staying with my sister. We work from morning till we pass out at night. We're working on a lot of little projects, and I don't mind. It drives me nuts being indoors and not having my life, but I'm helping her out, and I feel good about that. So, I'm about 2,000 miles a month, and let's see, I did the math. Gasoline's a little bit over $3. We're finding about $3.05, $3.09. Now, my Prius got 56 miles to the gallon. This one gets half as much. Why? Because I pulled out all the seats, and I showed you guys on the video. It was like 27.9 miles per gallon. Okay, we're going with 28 miles per gallon. That is not bad. So, I average 1,500 to 2,000 miles a month on a yearly basis. That's 71 gallons of gasoline at $3. That's $210. Yeah, gas and food are my biggest expenses. I'm writing down little recipes that I want to eat. The next thing is food. I love that Prius. I really did. And if we weren't in such weird times right now, I would be in the Prius still. Why? Because the Prius had that ready mode, and I have a Hot Logic Mini. I think it costs $40 to $50, and I could buy like chicken or any type of meat, plug it in, and it'll cook for a couple of hours, and you know, dinner time, it would be ready. So it was really a cheap way of living. I cooked more in the Prius than I do in my Toyota Sienna. It was the electrical thing. Now, the new Toyota Sienna will have a 1,500 watt inverter already installed, so that'll be nice. And hybrid would be nice. And, you know, I'm going back and forth, RAV4 or the Sienna. Don't know, but I really do like the hybrid. You can run that engine all day long, and it basically sips fuel. Anyhow, so gasoline's my biggest expense because I travel back and forth through the country. And then food. All right, so I found a lot of ways to eat cheaply. And what do? All right, so in the video, I was in Wisconsin Dells. Now, they have grocery stores, and this particular grocery store had a hot food bar, and a pound of food was $5.99. So I went in and I got a couple of shrimp, enough that I thought I wanted, and it was $1.92. But in the hot food bar, I could have had meatloaf, chicken, shrimp. It was, and all of it $5.99. So that's one of the cheap ways that I find for a good dinner. In New Jersey, we have this grocery store called ShopRite, and usually their shrimp is on sale. You can get a pound of shrimp for like $6.99, $7.99, and they will steam the shrimp for you and put on the Old Bay. So when I want to splurge and have a really good dinner, that's what I do. And my other favorite food, and it's not a splurge, I got a Sam's Club card, and I just go to Sam's Club and get one of their big rotisserie chickens. Now, I love me some hot buffalo wild wings, so they do have a low-carb hot wing sauce, and it's really good. And I just tear apart the chicken breast and dip it in my hot wing sauce, and it's one of the best meals. And that little rotisserie chicken from Sam's Club, I mean, I think it's like 3 pounds. That lasts, me and Miss Lucy get 3 days worth of eating off of it, because, you know, I'll only have chicken once a day. But, you know, your food bill can be anything you want. You can slap together peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. I do that. In fact, you know, you can look at eating out at restaurants, which I try to avoid because it's expensive. But when I want to feel really good, I love getting some multi-grain bread, peanut butter, slicing up bananas, and putting honey on top of it. That is like one of the best sandwiches. You go to a restaurant, that's $10, $12. Well, it's 50 cents to make, you know. So, you know, I think a lot of it is my attitude. That's why I'm so cheap. I'm not cheap. I have the greatest life. I really do. So the third thing on my list is entertainment. And, you know, long time ago when I was really, really poor, I made me a list, 100 things I can do for free. And, you know, I can go for a walk. I can go hiking. I can do my roller skates. I can go to a park. If the park's not available, I can go to a garden store. Go to Home Depot and walk around in their garden department. A lot of art galleries are for free. In fact, if you look through all my videos, you know, I really entertain myself. My only splurges this summer was, correct me if I'm wrong, but Wisconsin Dells, I went to Ripley's, believe it or not, and that was $16, $17. And I asked for a veteran discount, and they gave me one. And the other splurge was I went to Mystic, Connecticut, and had Mystic Pizza. I had to. It was so delicious, and that bill was under $30. So rarely do I spend more than $10 a day. You know, people, they're like, oh, if only I could sit on the beach all day and read a book. You know how cheap that is? It's very cheap. Out here, they have those little libraries. They're wooden. They have them in all the cities. I think it's freelibrary.org. And when you're done reading a book, put your book in there and take out a new book. I can't think of a cheaper thing than sitting on the beach and reading a book, or having my boogie board and playing in the ocean. Hold on. So the only thing I didn't include in my expenses is Miss Lucy. She's interested. Say hi to the viewers. Say hi. Miss Lucy. Normally, I don't have any expenses on Miss Lucy. Now, I know down the road when she gets older, the prices will vary. This month, I paid $80 for 2 shots. Are you growling again? But that's only once a year I have to do that. And a rabies shot. But normally, she's really healthy. And I know when she has her down days, whether she ate something she shouldn't have, and I know what to do for that, or if she pulls her back out again. You know, basically, she just needs rest. She's growling for you. But let me surmise it for you. Can you see the USA on 25 bucks a day and have fun? You bet you can. Hold on. So my total expenses were $622 for the month, and you can see all the fun that I have. I have a wonderful life, and I really want you to have a wonderful life, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. All right, tomorrow's video will be on stealth camping, Atlantic City. All right, see you guys down the road. Bye from Terry, Miss Lucy.